Okay, page number 128. Changes brought about by heating. What changes take place when an egg is fried or boiled? Are these changes reversible? Heat is needed to fry or boil an egg. The heat changes the eggs into another form. The fried and hard-boiled egg look, smell, feel, and taste different from the raw egg. You cannot get the raw egg back after frying or boiling it. Thus, the changes are irreversible. Okay, if what is the effect if we boil or fry an egg? So we see that obviously heat is needed to fry or boil an egg. Everyone knows. The heat changes the egg into another form. Okay, when we boil or fry an egg, it will change into another form, and not just in the it will change in the new form, but it will also look different from the raw egg. It will also smell different, it will feel different, and of course the taste of a fry and boiled egg will be different from the raw egg. And you cannot get the raw egg which we fried or boiled. After that you cannot get the raw egg back, and thus these changes are irreversible. What I told you, that irreversible changes are those changes in which a new material is formed and you cannot reverse back the substance which you used. Okay, open page number 129. Heat some sugar strongly in an evaporating dish or crucible. Observe what happens when the sugar is heated. Are any new materials formed? Is the change reversible? When sugar is heated strongly, it breaks down or decomposes mostly into carbon, which is a black solid, and water vapor. New materials are formed and the sugar cannot be changed back. Does heat always bring about irreversible changes? If you leave some chocolate in a car on a hot day, the chocolate will melt. Heat changes the state of the chocolate from solid to liquid. Okay, first of all, now we are looking forward that heating something is a reversible change or irreversible change. If we see that if we heat sugar with water, so what? If we heat sugar with water at a very high temperature and for a long time, so what we see that it breaks down or decomposes mostly into carbon gas. It means it will become in the black solid and water vapor. You can see in the picture as well that water vapors are there. And of course, when we boil sugar with water, we see that new material is formed and sugar cannot be changed back. We cannot see sugar again. So these changes are called irreversible change. But if we talk about a melting chocolate, if we keep it outside the uh, uh, in a car where it's a hot day, so we see that chocolate will melt, okay, but it will not produce any gas or something. Moving on to page number 130. What happens when water is heated? Heat gain causes the ice to melt into water. Heat also causes liquid water to evaporate or boil, become water vapor or steam. The water has changed its state, but no new materials are formed. How can you reverse each change? Heat gain can cause a solid to melt into liquid and a liquid to evaporate or boil and become a gas. Heat loss can cause a gas to condense into a liquid and a liquid to freeze into a solid. Now, beta, they are saying that what happens when water is heated? If heat gain causes ice to melt, if we have ice cubes and we heat them on the stove, so what happens? That a solid is changing from liquid state. And you can see water vapors as well or steam. Now the water has changed into state, but no new material is formed. Obviously, the change has it has changed from solid to liquid, but it has not changed. It means no new material is formed. If I boil the water and I got it in the liquid state, I can reverse as well. I can take the liquid water and freeze it again. So this is a reversible change. Moving on to page number 131. Burning an irreversible change brought about by heat. When a new material burns, it combines with oxygen in the air to form new material. Heat is needed to start a material burning. A lot of energy in the form of heat and light are given out in the process. Burning is an irreversible change. As you can see in the picture, that burning sparkler, burnt sparklers, burning paper, burnt paper, burning wood and burnt wood. You can see a lot of changes के burning sparkler when it was burning उस time उसके stage क्या थी and when it burned, so what effect it has. So whenever a material is burned, it combines with oxygen which is in the air to form new material. So heating is needed to start a material burning. Okay, and a lot of energy in the form of heat and light are given out in the process. So burning is an irreversible change because over here new material is formed and we cannot get back our previous substance. Page number 132. When a candle is lit, the solid wax first melts into liquid. The liquid wax gets drawn up by the wick. The liquid wax vaporizes when it gets hot enough. It combines with oxygen in the air and burns to form carbon in the form of black soot. Carbon dioxide and water, the melting and vaporization of candle wax are both reversible changes, while burning of the candle wax is an irreversible change. If we lit a candle, अगर हम candle को जो है lit करते हैं, so what we see that solid wax in the form of solid first melts into liquid, and the liquid wax which gets down from the wick has to now vaporize, and it combines with oxygen in the air to and burns to form carbon dioxide gas, carbon gas and water. And the melting and vaporization of candle wax are both reversible changes. But if we talk about burning of the candle wax, it is an irreversible change.